Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition love and general reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of April the 9th through 11th, 2021. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you guys are wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to check the description box below for ways to reach me. If you want to reach me by phone, it's a separate process, so just make sure that you're registered at bill per call and then request a callback. And if I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check out Patreon. The Venus sign readings are there. I do those monthly, as well as additional content that you may enjoy. So let's get started here. We have the overall energy as the Hanged Man. We have Temperance. We have the 9 of Cups. Then we got the 8 of Swords, 2 of Swords, Justice, 9 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like the overall energy is needing to relax, calm down, chill. I don't know what's going on, but I feel that you need to be centered, you need to be at peace. Something may be going on where, because I'm looking at that 8 of Swords and that 2 of Swords, even that 9 of Wands, something's going on where it makes me feel like your doubts are seeping in. And you're starting to have anxieties and just feeling overwhelmed in a sense. So there's a need for you to, just kind of stay balanced, stay focused. Yes, fire, you are getting the patience warning. There's a need for you to be patient. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like you're just, becoming impatient. And it looks too like you're excited about something, or one moment you feel confident and secure, and the next thing, I don't know, just something's going on. Now, also what I'm picking up is that someone is nervous about coming forward. These may not be your anxious feelings. This may be the feelings of someone who is trying to work up the courage to come forward. I feel like someone maybe is emotionally scarred or wounded. Something happened in the past where it made someone, although it made someone strong, it's still like they have battle scars, battle wounds. So someone may naturally be guarded or defensive. You may be dealing with someone who you are able to get them to be calm. So yeah, it could be children, it could be a love interest, it could be your friend, but maybe something's going on where you are the one that is giving someone a sense of peace, or you are having to just kind of help someone manipulate that energy into something positive, or transmute it, rather. Someone does have an ability to make something out of nothing, or to change the entire energy around them. This is having the power of alchemy. Someone is like an alchemist. They know how to work with different energies to create a new energy. And so that may be something that you're needing to do. Romantically, even if it's not romantic, I still see that there's a situation where maybe you are tapped into someone's energy. You and this person, I feel like I'm seeing like something like nerve endings. It's like you're connected. Maybe you're going to need to send someone healing vibes, positive vibes, love energy. Or maybe this is someone doing this to you. Maybe someone is aware that you're anxious. They can feel your anxiousness. And all of a sudden you feel like a calmness coming over you. And you're like, oh, thank you, Spirit. Or I don't know what came over me. Okay, I'm good now. So either you, and because it's temperance, to me that's mutual or something going both ways. So you and someone else may be taking turns healing each other, and that's because you're tapped in, you're connected in some way. Spiritually, something, or metaphysically rather, something looks like it's telepathic, or like someone is able to astral project, or what do you call it, remote view, like there's some remote viewing going on. Now maybe too, if you start to feel anxious and you're like, what's wrong with me, it's possible because someone is trying to channel you, or someone is trying to peek into your energy and you can feel it. So naturally your defenses may go up. You're like, I feel somebody around me, I feel something around me. What is that? If it's a negative energy, maybe you're trying to set boundaries. If it's a neutral energy, maybe you're just kind of trying to figure something out. You're like, what is this energy that I'm feeling? If it's a positive energy, I don't know. It still seems like maybe someone is just like guarded because they don't know what it is or don't understand what it is that they're experiencing or feeling. Now, it also looks like something could be going on where you are wondering if you should stay or if you should go. Maybe you feel stuck in your situation. Maybe you're like, should I let this go? Should I move on from this job? Should I move on from this relationship? Should I relocate or stay in the city that I'm in? Those questions to me are saying that they're not going to be answered this weekend. I feel like you're needing to get clarity, and you shouldn't be rushed into making some sort of decision that you're not ready to make. I feel that there also is some sort of debating. You may be weighing the pros and cons of something. So it's time to also get back to moderation. I don't know if your life has been imbalanced in any way, whether diet or spirituality, but it seems like there's an area of your life that's been imbalanced, or several areas, and now this weekend is about getting back centered and doing some sort of healing for yourself. This would also be a good time to, meditate or listen to healing music. It looks like you're needing to isolate yourself. Those of you that feel like something's been on hold, I feel like it has been, because it's a need for you to look at something from a different perspective. Or once you're ready, just know that you're being prepared for the future. A future event, a future relationship, just something about the future. And I feel like when you're ready to accept something, that is when you'll be released, or when you're ready to handle whatever is coming towards you. That's when the hold will be released. Some of you may be nervous about some sort of agreements, whether it's a verbal agreement or some sort of documentation. I feel like someone is also nervous about some sort of terms. It's like, well, what are these terms? What are the terms? So let's say you are getting ready to purchase a car or, something. And before you agree to the terms, you're having to read over, the documents, and you're kind of like nervous about it. Like, I don't know, let me make sure I can understand these terms. So I feel like don't agree to something unless you understand what you're walking into. There also could be some sort of court issues coming up. If you do have any type of legalities going on. I do not feel like there's going to be a decision. I feel like something's going to be a continuation or placed on hold. No decision's going to be made yet. Now, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, a Libra, or an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But there's some sort of anxiety around this situation. Like I said, if it's not your energy and, someone wants to approach you about something, I feel like they're nervous about doing so. Also looks like maybe someone is trying not to think of somebody. It's like, I don't want to think about them, or I don't want to make eye contact. I can't look at this person. You may be trying to practice some sort of self-restraint, especially if, let's say you've been thinking about somebody and you don't want to think about that person anymore. But I don't know, maybe you still follow them on social media. You're trying not to look at their post, or maybe you have their pictures in your phone and you're like, something's like, look at their picture, and the other part of you is like, don't look at those pictures. Like, I feel like there's some sort of internal battle going on with that, like wanting to see something but telling yourself no, because you know that you'll be triggered if you look at someone's picture or read something that someone says. Is going to trigger you. I also feel like somebody is like literally laying down, looking up, laying down, looking at their phone. Yep. Somebody is trying to restrain themselves, discipline themselves. I do feel that if this is about a love situation, this person is observing you from a distance and they really want to come forward, but they're trying not to. More than likely because this person is in a relationship and maybe they don't want to jeopardize their relationship. It also could be just because someone knows that they want something long-term or serious, but they don't want to approach you until they're ready. Something also could be going on with, did I name fire? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something's going on with a fire sign. I feel like either you are trying not to think about a fire sign, or a fire sign is trying not to think about you. I don't know. You may decide to take some sort of a break. You may have taken on a lot of responsibilities, or you may be trying to avoid family because every time you get around family, they kind of bombard you, or maybe they're asking for money, or it's just too much, it's overbearing. Somebody may be making you nervous at work because they're just watching you, and you're like, why are they always watching me, and why are they paying attention to every detail I'm doing? You might feel like you're being judged for every little thing. Again, it just looks like the energy of being watched. Maybe someone is also trying to communicate with you indirectly and you are just kind of fed up with that, or you're just like, oh, so over that, and you're like, I don't want to do this. I even feel that if you keep thinking about someone excessively, that it's possible that it's because they're doing the same thing. Especially if you're like, why am I thinking about this person? Or why can't I stop thinking about this person? It's almost like because they're thinking about you too. You guys feel each other. That's why I was getting something about like nerve endings. I see someone pretending not to be available, or pretending not to see something, pretending like, I just feel like I don't want to be bothered. So even if like someone's ringing your doorbell, I feel like you're not answering the door. If you're being called by your job and you know it's because they're about to call you and ask you if you want to come in and work some extra hours, or maybe you don't even have that choice. Maybe it's a job where it's like, hey, if we call you, you got to work. Maybe you're just like, I'm going to pretend like I don't even see this call. Like something's going on where I feel like you're trying to avoid something. Avoid a conversation. I feel like someone's also just in love and is trying to keep themselves busy or preoccupied, but they still can't stop thinking about the other person. It even looks like maybe someone's also already reached out or approached you, but you have not given this person an answer, just because you don't want to. You're like, I don't want to get involved with this person. Maybe because you're not ready to be in a relationship, or maybe this person hurt you in the past. But I feel like someone sees a message like you, and then you know how you send somebody a message and you can see that it's been read or seen, but they're not responding. I feel like that may be a situation too. Like they really want to, but they're not going to. Or they might, but they're trying not to. They're fighting with themselves. It's going to be an internal battle first. There's a need to overcome doubts. Something is self-inflicted. And I feel like somebody's making excuses as to why they can't do something or why they have not done something. It's like, those are excuses. Don't want to hear that. Like, come on, you can do this, or this needs to get done. Somebody wants your attention, but like I said, they don't have the courage to come forward, or this is your energy. If there's anything that you need to do, like, it looks like you're headed towards something and you're nervous about it as you're approaching. So maybe if you're getting ready to make some sort of phone call, you're nervous. Like as you're dialing a number, you're nervous about it. As you're texting, you're nervous. I just feel like this nervousness. It's possible someone's name is Quinasia. Yeah, someone's trying to indirectly get your attention, and I feel that you're just trying your best not to acknowledge someone, or someone is trying not to acknowledge you. It does look like there's going to be a breakthrough, or someone will finally have the courage to confront what they're feeling, confront you, confront their fears in general. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like someone's been defensive and guarded. I feel like there's a need for you to get ready. Get ready for something. I'm thinking about Keith Sweat's old song. I'm not ready to end this freaky affair. I'm not ready to go nowhere. I'm not ready. So I don't know if someone is having an affair, but they're not ready to let go. That also could be the situation. I wanna go on and on and on and on and on. I know that was the wrong key, but I'm just still thinking of the song. I feel like someone does want to do the right thing. They're like, it's only fair that I do this. It's only fair. So if someone responds to you, I feel like it's because they're like, okay, it's only fair. Like, it was bothering me that I didn't respond or that I didn't acknowledge. So I just want to do this to be right or to be just. So in a sense, it's like justice will prevail. It also looks like someone feels nervous about sharing something with you, or you feel nervous about sharing something with somebody. But at the same time, it's like, okay, it's only fair that I put this out there, or to let you know. You do have, some of you have a secret admirer that's been debating back and forth if they're going to acknowledge you. I feel like they have been controlling their desires in a sense because they're attracted to you, but they're in a relationship and they're like, I don't know if I could just be friends. Like, that would be difficult. And I feel like they're trying not to acknowledge you at all, but they're like, that's not right. Let me say something. So I feel like they're going to, yeah, see, they ignored you at first, or didn't respond, or something was starting to come off as being rejected or a no. And I feel like that's not necessarily the case. It was something else going on. It's maybe a little complicated, and I feel like there's going to be an opportunity to kind of talk about some things or to clear the air in a sense. I also see an opportunity to forgive someone who wronged you in the past, or for someone to forgive you. Maybe they're going to come around and forgive you, and in the past they weren't ready to, but it does look like maybe someone is now ready to put the past behind and forgive. I feel like they weren't at first. Yeah, I feel like someone wants to make something right again. So let's look at additional messages coming out. All right, additional messages for fire signs: Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have door to romance, contract, indecision, and anxiety, you guys. So your additional messages are definitely in alignment to the collective message. So anxiety, you guys are overthinking something, looking too deep at something, and maybe getting cold feet or just being nervous. Or like I said, if somebody around you that has something to say, but they're so nervous about it. They're like, what should I do? What if this happens? What if that happens? Someone is trying to think of a million outcomes, and it's like, it's not going to happen. You're just going to have to get something out of your system, say something, do something, get it out the way so that you don't have to like imagine it anymore. This is an opportunity for something romantic. If it's not, then it can just be anything that you are really passionate about. But I feel like there is an opportunity for you to experience love or romance. Also, maybe you weren't ready. Like something is like a holdup. It's like, what's the holdup? It's like it's complicated. It's a lot of things going on. It's a million reasons why something hasn't happened yet. But the opportunity is there. I feel too like something was a preview. Like if you were only with someone for, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and it was like a beautiful love story unfolding, but ended. I feel like, hey, that was just a preview. Now it's on hold so that someone can process what they want to do. I feel like someone got a taste of something, and it's just like, man, I didn't know that existed. I didn't know that was out there. Now that gives me something to think about. Now I don't know what I should do. So I feel like if there was some sort of love connection that you had, and then things kind of stalled, I don't feel like it seems like you're being ghosted, but I think you're going to hear back from somebody. And I think what happened is that somebody needed to process what they were feeling. And see, now I'm getting like a ringing in my ear. Maybe that's for some sort of confirmation. But I feel like someone needed to process what happened. And they're like, okay, now I know what I want to do. Okay, and then they come back forward. But again, here, contract, there's a bit of debate. Now, this does indicate to me that maybe you have a soul contract with somebody. One of your soul contracts are getting ready to come through. And so, there's some sort of karmic, or don't always think something's negative when someone says karma or karmic, but it's some sort of, it needs to be adjusted or paid back. Karmic agreement, karmic contract, it just needs to be fulfilled, put it that way. Some sort of agreement needs to be fulfilled. But either way, it just seems like there's been some sort of back and forth, like, okay, should I do this? Should I do that? And somebody's been weighing the pros and the cons and trying to see what the best solution is. Again, we have indecisions. So you may be at a crossroads, or someone coming towards you is at a crossroad. Maybe this is a debate about pursuing your dreams, your dream job, whether or not you should make some sort of purchase. Like you're debating and having anxiety about it because you don't want to make the wrong choice. So because I have a heart here, I'm going to say do what your heart wants to do. Maybe this is one of those situations, because I do believe that, this is about weighing heart and logic. And sometimes you need to listen to one before the other, depending on your situation. So I feel like something's going on where something doesn't make sense, but it is something that's supposed to happen or something that you're supposed to experience. So go ahead and follow your heart, or make a decision based off of what you're emotionally feeling. Like, my heart tells me I should do this, then do it. Something could be a tiebreaker. Maybe someone's like, I need a tiebreaker. Pay attention to the number 33. That might be a significant number for you guys. Patience. Oh, yeah, you guys are impatient this weekend. You want answers. You want them now. You are growing impatient. You've been waiting. You might feel like you've been waiting long enough. Why can't you just have something already? But Spirit is like, time is patience. And they're holding a clock like, just everything is divine timing. Just slow your roll. Calm down. So that's just kind of like overall what I keep getting. But something is leading to blossom abundance. It is leading you in that direction. You can have that. If you're, something will be worth the wait too, is what I'm getting. Something is going to give you emotional security. Also, as advice, get your emotions in check, or get your mental in check, because something's imbalanced. I feel like the anxiety. So there's just a need for you to breathe and to calm down. I don't know too if your heart has been heavy about something. Something's been weighing heavily on your heart. It needs to be released. I don't know what your situation is, but whatever is weighing heavy on your heart, you've got to heal that. You've got to release that energy. So hopefully the messages have resonated. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sending you love and grace.